The Dance of the Dancing Dancers. Hey, it's the trifecta today. Me, William, Colin, looking
So,
like the sheriff from Stranger Things today. How's it going?
yeah, this wasn't really planned. Otherwise, I might have, I don't know, shaved.
No, it's good. It's good.
Cool. So we're here today. We're talking about the Wandavision trailer that just dropped. Um, Looks like all of our excitement is confirmed. It's based off of the Tom King 2016 comic book The Vision, where it's basically like a sitcom. I do believe that they're going at this route with last time I checked, it was the alternate universes. She's built up this fantasy that isn't actually, it's a false reality with her powers because she's probably in so much shock or something. And so it's like the Vision's not really real, or he's pulled out of an alternate reality. And a lot of theories going around is out of this universe that she creates for herself, this perfect little world, thus a 1950s like sitcom setting, right? This perfect world that she's made for herself. It's going to do a lot of damage in the multiverse. Like, what are all the Infinity Stones? The Reality Gem. So the Reality Stone, definitely playing a huge part in this, and it's gonna split off from different realities. I guess she's pulling like either it's a made up vision, or she pulled the vision from an alternate reality. I can't remember what some of the theories were, but yeah,
Well, that's more than I
I
did.
did. Yeah,
Well, yeah, she's just making the realities from like what she has seen on TV, and that's why it is so sitcom esque.
Okay.
yeah. It's gonna go because what they said like a year ago was it was gonna go back and forth from sitcom-y to actual Marvel, like the way you would see a Marvel movie unfold, like camera angles, lighting, and things like that, like right. So there will be those scenes that are like filmed in front of a live studio audience. Like it's gonna be something like we've never seen before,
Okay.
even though we have seen something like it before.
Well, yeah, what it reminded me of, has anybody seen Pleasantville with Tobey Maguire,
Yeah,
Reese Witherspoon, and Paul Walker? Okay. Yeah,
That
basically,
sounds
like
like a
they're,
stack cast.
yeah,
especially with the black and white,
yeah,
right? And then going color later.
yeah. So what happens is they get sucked
Interesting.
into like a '50s TV sitcom, and
Okay.
they,
So what you're saying is, sorry, go on. Sucked into a
I was
future
gonna say,
sitcom.
and then they corrupt the kids in there with their, premarital sex and
Yeah.
drinking and whatnot.
Yeah, as soon
Yeah,
as as soon as they corrupt the kids, they gain color, and if you gain color, you're weird, and everybody's black and white.
yeah.
Spoiler alert, by the way. Maybe take this clip of me
Put
saying
that,
spoiler
yeah.
alert, put it. If you haven't seen Pleasantville, a movie that came out in 1998 or 2001,
Yeah,
somewhere
something like
between
that.
there. Yeah. So with the Pleasantville vibe that you were going with, you're pointing out that as they start to learn more about the reality that they've created, it starts to get more color. And I think that adds to the sitcom feeling where it's like the less they know, it's very 1950s. Oh, shut up, women do the dishes. And the more they progress, and like the more they know and the more intelligent they get and the more they start to remember where they are and what's going on, it gets more like 70s sitcom, 80s sitcom, and eventually they get to the MCU and they still don't know everything, but like it's, do you think that's playing out? Is that what you were trying to talk about there, Colin?
Yes, that's exactly what I think is playing out.
Perfect. Okay. I did not grasp that first time
Well, I'm glad we had this talk.
through. I'm glad I reiterated it and undermined
Yeah.
you. It was a good movie. Good movie. Yeah. So basically, this is Marvel's Pleasantville, is
Hmm.
what we're watching.
I hope so.
Yeah. I'm really excited about the budget. It looks like a Marvel movie. like, well, not the sitcom scenes, but like, oh, am I dead? Because you are. And I'm like, is that a villain?
Well, what about the kids? Is that Wiccan and Speed that they are holding?
Oh, maybe. Are you like looking something up on your computer
No,
as you're talking about this?
no. I did my research before the video. By
I didn't have
by
time.
scrolling down to the comments, being like, "Oh, is that Wiccan and Speed?" I'm like, "I'm using that." Uh,
Yeah, no, exactly, William. Like, with her kids, um, the newspaper, right? The newspaper, if you pause it, like, 15 seconds in or something, 13 seconds, I don't know, 10
As
seconds,
I did, yeah.
it says, like, something like, little baby June's first words tickles mother's something. And you're like, oh, like, we're mentioning babies now. And then in the black and white segment, when they're like the 1950s sitcom, um, the lady from the 70s show and her husband are always like, oh, what about babies? So I think you're right, William. I think those little demon babies are gonna be in here as well. What do you think, Colin?
I can only hope so. I don't really know anything about these babies, but it sounds great.
it
Nice.
probably won't be like a huge thing in the show. Probably just like more of a nod to it. Just like the nod to the original costumes. The original Vision costume
Yeah.
looks so ridiculous. I love it.
Yeah, I'm super excited. It's like clearly Halloween or something.
Yeah. No, some probably a Halloween episode will occur, and that's why they have the
Ob-
old timey costumes.
Obligatory Halloween episode. Wait, does WandaVision drop soon then?
It's this year, so I saw something about it being December.
Yeah, I saw December too.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, because if it comes out in October and they drop a Halloween episode, or maybe they wanted it to drop in October, but then things got pushed back because of COVID.
Probably. But
That'd be too bad.
we are guaranteed get it this year, which is exciting.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Normally I do research before I do these things, so just going off of memory and the fact that I liked the Tom King comic book.
Well, yeah, it doesn't really give you us like much to go off, and I think what they show in the trailer, like, it's just small pieces. Like, we don't really have a huge idea of what's going to happen yet. It's like, I think things like Kitty Foreman from that '70s show, like, those
Yeah.
parts won't matter.
Oh, I feel like they'll play a big part.
Well, we shall
Those-
see.
I was like, whoa, they're in that 70s show? Is Red gonna show up? Kelso? Yeah. Oh, they definitely typecast her.
Well, I'd say that like I wasn't really excited about this show, other than Paul Bettany because I'm a huge Paul Bettany fan. I'll watch anything with Paul Bettany. But now that I've seen the trailer, I have to say I'm really intrigued.
Well, obviously, a show just about Wanda and Vision isn't too appealing, like, right off the bat, as much as, like, the Loki show, I think, is obviously the most anticipated. And what I've seen from Falcon and Winter Soldier show, like, behind the scenes and stuff, that show looks really good, too. I'd say, like, this is the least of the shows from what I've seen so far.
Actually, I just realized, well, I didn't realize, I just found out that the girl with the afro that was lying down on the grass, a lot of people think that it's Monica Rambeau, who is a Captain Marvel character in the Captain Marvel comics. So this could have a tie-in to Captain Marvel 2, maybe? Or...
Is she related to the Rambo?
Sylvester Stallone Rambo.
Yeah.
Wrong spelling. Rambeau, like en français.
Oh,
Monica
okay.
Rambeau.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, and then a lot of people think that the witch on Halloween, because in Halloween they're dressed up as themselves, like the old Vision costume and the old Wanda costume, because the lady that Vision wakes up and starts cackling is dressed like a witch. A lot of people think that it's going to be Agatha Harkness, who is a character that was created in the 70s. She's basically a witch character that comes and helps out the Avengers every once in a while. So, like...
Is she related to Captain Jack Harkness?
Like, maybe. No. We should pursue that angle. Let's go down that rabbit trail right now. We should... Get the
That would
DNA
be a great
results!
crossover. Yeah.
The crossover everybody wants. Oh, what was the other thing that you were mentioning, Colin, was like, maybe if it's 50s black and white, then more of a 70s, do you think it's going to progress to different types of sitcoms until ultimately it gets to the MCU feel in the last couple episodes?
I mean,
Let us know
well, I
your
don't know if they go
thoughts
through,
and
like,
your
every
theories
single
about what the
decade.
show's going to be like, and make sure like,
But it would
comment,
definitely be
subscribe,
interesting
and
as long as they stop before they
Colin's
get to
home
Big
address
Bang
will be at
Theory.
the bottom.
As long as they stop. They will have an episode where the Big Bang Theory people are sitting down and they're like, oh, so, and they're just like this meta, like watching Wandavision on the TV. And they're just like, oh, like this is in comic book. Oh, this is comic book accurate, yeah.
That sounds like a post-credit thing.
Post-credit thing, yeah. Nobody wants that.
Let us know your thoughts and your theories about what the show's going to be like, and make sure like, comment, subscribe.